Hi, my name is Paul and you're watching Fat Fives TV.
Fat Fives is back for Season 8 and we have highlights from Week 1 to show you. But due to some technical issues on one of our pitches, there's 3 games as we've listed on screen here we won't be able to bring you this week. Turning our attention to the lineups for the teams for the opening week of the new season. Parmesan Belgrade lining up with 7 players to get themselves started. Some major transfers happened over the break. And with new players John and Ben and Martin joining this season, they'll be hoping to kick off as they try to make another run for the title as did last season. Following up from Parmesan Belgrade, we have last season's champions Flaberdeen who put them just at the end of the title. They have a roster of returning players from their last season, including the likes of Danzo and Bean, with Terry joining them this season, and this week they lined up with also 7 players available for the opening games of the season. Next team lineup that we will look at is Scrandinavia. Scrandinavia have also had some lineup changes in the break between the seasons and have started with a low number of players available in their opening weeks due to ongoing injuries. 3 commissioner players all stepping in, all looking to get themselves some good reputation to join players this season as they look to move from the commissioners team to a permanent team. O.B City line up next. They have a strong core 8-man lineup for the opening week, with Gogs going for a 3rd in a row MVP after winning it again last season, defending his title. Willie steps in as new captain for O.B City. Bernie still in the lineup there to support the new captain as O.B City look to push on the early weeks. Rapid Viennetta managed to turn their fortunes round near the end of last season and moved themselves off the bottom of the table. They have a commissioner player in Scott joining them this week as they line up with a 7-man team. The team looking strong and healthy though as they look to try and change their fortunes from last season where they spent most of the time near the bottom of the table. Fatburn Rovers could probably be described as our most mid-table form team that we have in the entirety of Fat Five footballs, either ranging from mid-table upwards or mid-table downwards. Once again, they start off with the influential Jason in goals, who was the player of the season for last season, as they have a 7-man lineup. They also have a commissioner player available in Callum. Ivory Toast, one of our newer teams from the previous seasons. It spent a little bit of a torrid time to start the season but found form later on. They have new player Faustine joining them in the opening weeks, and now they have a 8-man team ready to try and kick on, to try and change their fortunes once again and start trying to battle higher up in the table. And finally, the last of our most recently added teams, Bayern Bru, with captain Roscoe. They are leading the team. They have a 6-man team for the opening week. It's the smallest of the teams that we have available in this opening week here. They are looking to push on with no core changes to their team and try and make an impressive season for themselves. Just a quick look at the league table. Even though no games are being played, we can just see here and confirm here that there's no points to the table, but it also gives confirmation to new viewers of our 8 teams that are available this season, and we are excited to get things kicked off, so let's get straight into the highlights. Opening game on pitch 1 for you has Ivory Toast versus O.B City. Ivory Toast in yellow, shooting left to right. O.B City in black, shooting right to left. Brand new camera format for those who've seen us before. This is more of an automated process that we can get a good view at all the action. And there's action straight away in this match as Gogs has conceded a penalty. You can see here he's battling with Faustine, and there the ball in the box there. Remember, the line A, the white line of the box is part of the box. Liam steps up, puts it in the back of the net, and O.B City instantly in this game find themselves behind Ivory Toast, taking advantage in their bid to try and get themselves a strong head start into this league season. And as O.B City look to get the ball forward, Zach, who is another commissioner player on loan to them in this week, in goals there collecting it. Ivory Toast coming forward again. The shot there, but that's a brilliant save there by Luke as the ball goes into the corner and the attack tries to come through here with Gogs. Gogs trying to get through, and Zach gets down with the save there, clears it away and puts it out of danger there. O.B City pushing to come forward now in this highlight, playing the ball nicely amongst each other. Ivory giving them a little bit of space as Gogs takes a shot, and Zach there with the reflexes tipping it away to deny Gogs an early mark on his defence once again of the MVP title. O.B City now, ball in the corner, they're playing across, and Chucky's intercepted, and it's a goal there, and it's a disaster from O.B City. It looked like for everyone's view that O.B City were going to get that ball out that corner and restart, and Chucky there with brilliant reactions there, getting in front of the pass and sticking it in the back of the net with a brilliant deflective finish there. O.B City coming forward, 2-0 down in this game. Can they reply quickly? Gogs with the ball. Oh, great delaying it to Burnley, and Burnley with the absolute deftest of touch there, sticks it into net past Zach, comes rushing out the goal, tries to get down to stop it there, but Burnley, cool, calm, collective, and puts it in the back of the net. The ex-captain there making the mark now that Willie stepped up to the captaincy role. 2-1 to Ivory Toast. Ivory Toast will still be happy with this, but they've lost the ball as Chucky's come forward there. And Burnley, Burnley there has just smashed it into the back of the net there. That is 2-2 in this game now. Brilliant comeback from O.B City. Instant reply to the 2 early goals from Ivory Toast there. O.B City back into this game, and what a start to the new season we have with this match. Toast now looking to come forward, trying to regain the lead once again, and we move on to the new highlight. Gogs now right in front of the camera. You can get some really good information here, but Neil, who's a new player who's transferred from Parmesan Belgrade to Ivory Toast there, collected the ball past Burnley, but it's saved by Luke. O.B trying to play it back to the defence. Willie losing it out to Chucky now, the captain in his first game in the new role, up against Chucky there. Chucky, brilliant twisting and turning with the shot, and that is unbelievable there from Chucky. Some fantastic footwork there. Bamboozles Willie, gets a lovely little turn with the ball there, under control, and finally, after turning Willie inside and out there, decides to shoot and smashes it into the far corner. Luke unable to get a hand on it. Ivory Toast care not a jot, and O.B City find themselves behind once again. Next highlight now that we move on to this match. Ivory Toast playing the ball across their defensive line there into the middle. They're to Faustine, their new signing. If Faustine goes through, he just hits it over the bar there, and Chucky can't get it on target, and O.B City will breathe a sigh of relief. But the ball's back in front of the goals. Ivory Toast there, brilliant save there from Luke, sticking at the leg, and the ball bounces away to safety. O.B City now losing the ball once again as Faustine drives through, and once again Luke makes the save. Faustine can't get it under control, and eventually it's cleaned up by O.B City, who are living a charmed life in front of their own goal with the risks there. O.B City now on the attack though, as Adam makes a run off a Gogs, and the ball almost gets through to Adam there, and that would have been a fantastic opportunity to bring it all square once again. Ball rolled out from the goalkeeper, and Faustine battling there with Bunny though. First Faustine with the hit, and Luke makes the save. Zach rolling out for Ivory Toast. Now can they get forward? Liam with some great turn of pace through to Faustine. Can Faustine finally do it? And it's saved once again, but the ball comes out to Liam, and Liam sticks it in the back of the net, and that is the 4th goal. And you have to say Ivory Toast have been knocking on the door a couple of times. Luke with some brilliant saves there, and it's just really unfortunate for Luke there that the ball just trundles towards Liam after Liam's dart and run to the middle of the pitch there, and no O.B City players able to pick it up, and now they're 4-2 behind as they come through once again. O.B City, and jags it agonisingly close there. I can't even get my words out how close O.B City there to almost get another instant reply that would have been practically 3 in a row for them, as Ivory Toast look to come through, and the save there by Luke once again. And we are entering into the last few bits of play for this match. Ivory Toast looking comfortably once again. Luke rushing out early, making the save, and the referee calls the game to an end. 4-2 to Ivory Toast. Second match highlight for week 1 sees Bayern Bru versus Scrandinavia. Bayern Bru in the purple kit shooting from left to right, and Scrandinavia in the red from right to left. Scrandinavia, one of our original teams, playing against one of our newest teams into the league here. As early on, Scrandinavia have got the goal here actually, surprisingly. It looked like it was a shot on target from one of the new commissioner boys, Jordan, but the shot there, it looked like it was saved by the goalkeeper for Bayern Bru there, but it slipped between the hands, and that's an early goal to concede for Bayern Bru, and they will be gutted to find themselves 1-0 down already in this match. It looked like that shot was under control, but obviously too much force from Jordan there, and it slipped through the goalkeeper's hands. Scandinavia coming through here with Jordan once again. Absolute turn of pace there, but the shot just wide of the goal. Looked like the goalkeeper had the near post covered anyway. but it still remains 1-0. Ryan now for Scandinavia coming through, making the pass there as it meets Matthew. Matthew with a double shot there, and great save there from Bayern Bru goalkeeper there to stop the opportunity for Scandinavia to score. As Taylor comes through here, oh, and Taylor there, brilliant chest control with the shot on the volley, but Wayne matches that shot as another save there from Bayern Bru keeps the score at 1-0 between the save from Wayne in goals and from Bayern Bru. Scandinavia now on the attack once again. Jordan playing across to Ryan. Fantastic square ball. Goes past Craig there for Bayern Bru, and Ryan puts it in the back of the net. That's a fantastic pass there. It's in the right danger zone there. There's nothing that Craig can do. Any closer into the box, he'll obviously be giving away the penalty there. And Ryan in the perfect location, the back post, to sweep it away to make it 2-0 to Scandinavia. Scandinavia will be delighted with this, as the end of last season they ended rock bottom after a bad turn of form near the end of the season. 2 early goals here putting them on their way, and they'll be pleased with the commissioner's team's contributions, as one of them, Jordan, hits the post after scoring the opening goal in this. Graham now, one of the other commissioner players, taking the shot there, but it is saved and cleared away by Bayern Bru. Can Bayern Bru withstand the pressure going on here, as a bad pass there doesn't reach the intended target, and Jordan pounces on it and makes it 3-0 now to Scandinavia there. You can see Roscoe trying to make that run. The pass from the goalkeeper out the goals, not accurate enough. Jordan read it well, and Scandinavia 3-0 up with a very comfortable lead in this match. We still have a decent portion of this match to go. Can Bayern Bru find themselves an equaliser? It would be 3 equalising goals, as Roscoe here with the opportunity, and the first opportunity there just shot wide by Roscoe. Scandinavia just need to hold on to this, but they're actually attacking. They can sense there's a bit more here, as the shot there is saved, and it denies them a 4th goal. Wayne there with a quick save there, as the shot from Bayern Bru goes high and wide, but there's a header there from the side, but Wayne matches that, and Bayern Bru still unable to get the ball past Wayne in goals for Scandinavia to get themselves a foot on the ladder in their attempted comeback to this game. The ball played out wide as the sun shines into the camera a little bit there, and the goal has gone in. I believe it's Craig there for Bayern Bru, receiving the ball on the far side of the pitch there, takes a couple of touches and then shoots some distance, goes through a little bit of a ruckus of bodies, nothing too intense person wise, but Wayne unable to get into the right position as the goal goes in there, as a quick shot there from Graham, when the commissioner players for Scandinavia, is collected by Bayern Bru, and they will be happy to take those all day. The ball played out up to Roscoe. Roscoe with the back heel, and that's a fantastic little deft finish there. The long ball from Ash all the way through the middle, and Roscoe, first time there, no control, back heel, manages to absolutely bamboozle Graham and Wayne there. Graham coming across for the defending, and Wayne in goals, unable to get into the position to stop it. And it's 3-2, and Bayern Bru have found a way back into this game as they go to search for the equaliser. They've got the ball in the middle of the pitch, but they've conceded it to Chris, one of the commissioner players for Scandinavia, and a brilliant save there denies Chris a chance to put a 2-goal lead back into the possession of Scandinavia. Scandinavia now, Matthew there with the layout and the shot just high and wide, and it's picked up by Bayern Bru, who look to go forward as it's played out wide, but it's lost to Jordan out there. Another save. Graham in front of goals now for Scandinavia, and Graham puts it away, and that restores a 2-goal cushion there for Scandinavia. Fantastic save there. Unfortunately, goalkeeper losing his foot in there. Graham then toying with the Bayern Bru defence and then puts it in away. And the commissioner players for Scandinavia really making the impact in this match. They will be sought after players in the upcoming weeks as they look to find permanent homes. 4-2 now to Scandinavia in this match. So once again, they're looking comfortable for their lead, but Bayern Bru coming forward now as Ash has the ball in the shot there and is denied by Wayne. Throws out the leg there to make the save. Long ball forward there for Scandinavia. It looks like it's going to get picked up by them there. Out wide, they play in the middle to Ryan. Ryan with a turn and then the shot and slots it away. 3-goal in the lead now once again from Scandinavia. The early advantage that they had in this match has now been restored. Ryan there, brilliant turn and take, slots it right into the corner of the goal there, almost into the top corner but not quite, as Bayern Bru find themselves kicking off once again. 5-2 in this match. The comeback looked like it was on, but Scrandinavia, with all their attacking intent, have denied Bayern Bru a chance to try and eke out a draw in this match. Scandinavia look to come forward once again, and the save they are denying. Goalkeeper for Bayern Bru has done a fantastic shift this week as the ball bobbles forward. Ash has it now, looks to play off, and Wayne, running at a goal there, ends up blocking the shot. As another save at the other end of the pitch as this goes from end to end in this match between these two teams who are looking to try and get some more definitive goals in this match. Scrandinavia to kill it, Bayern Bru to try and get back in as Ryan comes through with a shot, and the quick arm out there denies him in goals, and the score continues to remain 5-2 in this match. Absolute action packed in this game as the shot goes wide from Jordan, who's first there to get on the second ball off the wall, and it is saved. And Wayne there again with another save for Scandinavia as Ash now takes the ball into the box, clearly inside the box, and the goal won't count, but just showing a little bit of the frustration at the defensive work of Scandinavia both on the pitch and in goals. And in the last bits of play here, Taylor trying to get the ball forward, and it hits the post there as Wayne collects, and that should be the end of the match. 5-2 in this game to Scandinavia. It ends up. Game in our week 1 highlight sees Fatburn Rovers meeting Parmesan Belgrade. Fatburn Rovers in green, shooting left to right. Parmesan Belgrade in white, shooting from right to left. Parmesan Belgrade ended up last season in second place after missing out on the title in the last few weeks to a late run by Flaberdeen, and Fatburn Rovers had a respectable mid-table finish for them last season as they look to come forward early in this game. It's played through, and the shot there and the save from John in goals there. Brilliant save there as Callum from the Commissioner's team on loan at Fatburn Rovers this week sees his shot saved by John, who joined Parmesan Belgrade last season. And Paddy there getting the opening goal on loan from the Commissioner's team, gets it past John, and that makes it 1-0 to Fatburn Rovers in this match. The shot there going past John as he tries to get the hand out there, just too powerful for him, and it sees the opening goal there for Fatburn Rovers. 1-0 in this match as Parmesan Belgrade look to push forward in search of an early equaliser to get them back into this match. But another save there from John, denying Fatburn Rovers, who look like they have attacking intentions today and looking to try and get as many goals as possible in the opening weeks. Fatburn Rovers coming forward once again, ball played into the middle. John there with the save, and it'll get cleaned up by Parmesan Belgrade, who look to try and get away, but Fatburn Rovers deny. And the shot, Callum there from wide with his first goal of the season, first goal for Fatburn Rovers, making it 2-0 to them. And what a shot here from Callum, but Parmesan Belgrade, a little bit unfortunate to find themselves 2 goals down. John almost getting a hand on that, but it just squirmed underneath them, and it's 2-0 to Fatburn Rovers as Parmesan Belgrade look to come and play out from the back here. Luke has the shot, and it's closed down, and a little flick there, and that's a bit dangerous now. Callum once again has played the ball across and somehow has stuck it in the back of the net there to make it 3-0 to Fatburn Rovers. Incredible finish there. Unfortunately, our camera's just not fully 180 to pick out all the play from the corner there, but you can see the shot in the corner screen there, just goes through the leg of John. What a finish there from Callum. And the score being 3-0, and all from Commissioner players on loan at Fatburn Rovers. They will have, like the Commissioner players from the Scandinavia in the game before, a lot of teams bidding to try and get them in as they come once again in front of goal there, and it just nicks in the post there. Paddy with his second goal of the game there. You can see the Commissioner players joining up here on the pitch here, and the tackle from Luke, not enough to put Paddy off. John there is stood rock solid, watching that ball just trickle into the inside post, gutting for Parmesan Belgrade. They find themselves at 4-0 down, incredibly quick in this game, but what a performance from Cam and Paddy in this game for Fatburn Rovers. They'll be delighted with both their debut performances, as John getting down there and getting some strong hands on the ball to deny a 5th for Fatburn Rovers. Parmesan now up the pitch with the shot as Josh's shot is blocked there. Plays it across to Scott, and Scott tries to get the ball in the net there, but it is closed down. Fatburn Rovers once again back up into the Parmesan Belgrade half here, looking to connect with their players as John gets across the goal there and clears it away. Parmesan Belgrade, can they withstand this storm and get an opportunity as they have now up onto the Fatburn side of the pitch? Right in front of the goal in the back heel there, and Jason, player of the season last year, not falling for that trick and gets out and saves cleanly. And there's another goal there for Fatburn Rovers as they're, no, it's not actually, it's been denied, it's been said by the ref that's in the box there. You can see the stretch to the ball clearly in the box. Parmesan Belgrade will breathe a sigh of relief that that has been caught, and the score stays at 4-0. Good spot from the referee there. Brilliant save from John as the ball goes high and it's bounced off the underside of the post there. It was a fantastic save to start with, but everybody just standing still, including John, in the box. Obviously players can't go in the box, and everybody stood there with bated breath to see where that ball would land. Luckily for Parmesan Belgrade, it landed next to John. Scott coming forward now for Parmesan Belgrade. He's got a tight angle. Can he finish? And he does manage. No, he doesn't. It's Jason with the save there, and the goal stays at 4-0. The score still showing that 4-goal difference between the teams as Martin for Parmesan Belgrade comes across and it just goes agonisingly wide. Martin, a recent transfer from Flaberdeen to Parmesan Belgrade for this season, as Fatburn Rovers come forward, and I think John maybe got a touch on that to push it onto the bar, but either way the ball just kissed the top of the crossbar there, refusing to go in. And now there's a run here with Scott. Solo run. He's through on goal. Can he get it past Jason? Yes, he does. Brilliant run there from Scott for Parmesan Belgrade. And Parmesan Belgrade will at least walk away with managing to get a goal past Jason. An absolute feat these days. And Scott will be delighted with that after getting past several players with only Terry left in defence there. Managed to get round him and put it in the back of the net. 4-1. Parmesan Belgrade will be disappointed that there's 4 goals that have went past them, but at least they've got one on the board now, and that's given them a little bit of confidence as they're coming forward with Ben. And unfortunately for Ben, brand new player to join Parmesan Belgrade this season, just shot over the bar there. Luke now coming forward, plays it through to Ben once again. Can Ben get the shot away? He does. Good save from Jason, and Scott can't get that ball under control for a shot on target. Fatburn Rovers taking it all the way back to Jason, who rolls it out quickly, and can they get the shot away? John with a brilliant save there, and Terry can't quite get that ball under control. He's forced to go backwards in the shot once again, and John's down and saves it, pushing it wide. Brilliant goalkeeping displays here from both goalkeepers, and John under just that bit more pressure as Parmesan Belgrade in front there plays it to Ben. Ben with a shot, and it's in the back of the net, and Ben finally gets the goal. He's been threatening to score for the last few highlights that we've had here. Ball played back by Josh as Ben comes running in and shoots from distance and slots it into the bottom corner there. Jason unable to get down quick enough to get a hand on it. 4-2 in this match. Does read slightly better for Parmesan Belgrade, though they will have to thank John in goals, who has managed to keep this scoreline so close as it is. Fatburn Rovers now on the defensive as Parmesan Belgrade look to come forward, and Graham with the shot there, and it's just a little bit over there, and the rebound second there, Jason gets down and saves it there without threat there. Coming into the last few moments of this game is Josh, captain, with the run forward. Lovely little chop in there, and unfortunately just shoots wide there. Luke will go clean that up for Parmesan Belgrade as they look to try and get one more attack through, all the way through to Martin. Martin, decent control there, under pressure, lovely back heel to Josh. Can Josh put this away? Josh in the middle there. Oh, fantastic save by Jason. That looked like that was going to be a goal for Parmesan Belgrade. There's a long shot there. John gets down to push wide. All the action happening at the end of this game as the referee puts the whistle to the mouth and is about to blow for full time here. 4-2 to Fatburn Rovers is the final score. Due to a technical issue on our pitch 4, we're unable to bring highlights of that game, so we're back now into the second round of fixtures across the 3 pitches, and this game was highlights of Parmesan Belgrade in white shooting left to right against Scrandinavia, and red shooting right to left. Early chance for Scrandinavia, and once again coming through on goals there before you even got a chance to set up everything. And there's Parmesan Belgrade coming through now with Graham, but the save there by Wayne. Action-packed start to these highlights. this game has got the indications it's going to be full out attack from both the teams as John manages to push the ball onto the crossbar there. But Parmesan Belgrade cannot pick up the second ball after John's initial shot comes back out and cannot clean up, and Jordan has another opportunity to get the ball in the back of the net, which he takes. The on loan commissioner player to Scrandinavia, putting Scrandinavia 1-0 up and adding to a roster of goals he's already scored in his debut week. Parmesan Belgrade looking to clear the ball away, just in this moment trying to get it anywhere away from their goal as Scrandinavia look to come forward. Adam there with the ball. Adam going to shoot from distance. Oh, that's a fantastic effort from Adam there. Clearly proud of himself with that one. The ball rolled out from Wayne. All of Parmesan Belgrade looking to drop off, trying to entice him further in with it, and then Adam then just decides to shoot from distance there. That's a brilliant hit. John in goals is absolutely stuck to the spot there, and it's 2-0 to Scandinavia. Almost nothing you can do about that shot. Came out of absolute nowhere there from Adam. A thunder rocket of a shot. And Scrandinavia will be delighted to once again find themselves early up in the match as Chris from Commissioner takes the shot, and unfortunately it's through the legs of John there. Chris, another Commissioner player on loan at Scrandinavia this week, again manages to beat Josh there and then plays the ball, and it goes through John's legs there. Josh absolutely desolated there, the fact he's lost out in that battle, and Chris has managed to get on through into goal and score as Parmesan Belgrade look to go once again. Scott trying to get past Matthew. Matthew does block, but then Scott can collect the ball, and he's down the wide, cutting in with the shot, and it is saved there by Wayne, keeping it at 3-0 Scandinavia. Chris now once again with a shot, powerful shot there, but it's high and wide, and it bounces back, and now Scandinavia get a chance as Chris picks up the ball again, and he scored on the second attempt as the ball came crashing back off the backboard. Took it back out to the other side of the pitch from where the camera is, cut back in and takes a shot, not as powerful, but places it, and I think it's probably bamboozled John a little bit there as John went down to his right expecting the ball to go across his goal, but it actually sneaks into the inside post there. And Scandinavia 4-0 down in this match. It's safe to say they're having a bit of a torrid time at the start of this season. Although, give them credit, their team has gone through a complete transformation between the seasons, and this is obviously a case of players just trying to find their feet with each other. Scrandinavia looking to come forward once again. They take the shot there, and it's saved and bounced off the post there by John. And it is worth noting there were 3 Commissioner players available to Scandinavia this week as Ryan hits the post as well. This team will not be looking like this in the future games of Scandinavia, most likely, as most of these Commissioner players will join other teams as Wayne makes a save. Ben tries to come across to catch up with Jordan, and Jordan there with the shot, and unlucky for John, it just bounces underneath him and goes in the back of the net. Brilliant run there from Jordan. Ben, you can see they're absolutely trying to pump iron there to try and get back. John with the big hand save, and it just cruelly bounces off the back of him and then goes in the back of the net, and that is now 5-0 to Scandinavia in this match. Parmesan Belgrade will be feeling completely frustrated with it, and it's just been simply a case of most opportunities that Scandinavia have taken, they've managed to put in the back of the net. John once again keeping Parmesan Belgrade into this game. Luke coming across and getting the ball away from Ryan there and stopping the danger. It's been a case of Scandinavia have pushed forward constantly, but there has been a very large amount of luck from Scandinavia's side of things as Chris looks to come forward, gets past Ben and slots it away, and there's no luck in that, you have to admit. That is pure skill there from Chris as he managed to take on Ben, go around them there, and as 2 defenders are coming in, manages to put it in the bottom corner, open the body up, slot it in there, and John helpless to stop that in the goal. 6-0 now for Parmesan Belgrade, and it is a bit of a doing for them. They will be hoping to try and get out of this match without conceding much goals as John makes another brilliant save there to keep it just as the 6 goals. Parmesan Belgrade coming forward now, though. The ball played all the way up long as it's there. It plays at the back post, and Josh can't get a foot on it. Fantastic pass through there, but unable to finish. Graham now, Scrandinavia with the shot, but Ricky saves. John with the leg, out it goes, puts the ball wide as the ball finds Graham back in the middle again. John down low, and it just goes wide, and Scrandinavia threatening here once again to add to their lead. The last thing that Parmesan Belgrade could want in this, as the ball goes straight through there, but it's saved by John once again. John having a fantastic go at this game in goals, even though he has let 6 as the ball goes to Scott, and Scott hits the post. Ben with a shot is saved. That basically sums up Parmesan Belgrade in this game. They just haven't had much luck to themselves, as Graham takes the shot and Scott actually gets a touch on that shot to put it in the back of net. Graham here takes a long shot there, goes towards Scott. Scott with an unorthodox back heel style deflection goal. Parmesan Belgrade will not care. They will just be happy that they've managed to get a goal in this game, and Scott adds another one to his tally for the opening weeks for this season. 6-1 being the current score. It's still not a great scoreline from Parmesan Belgrade as John pulls off another save and it hits off the post net for Scrandinavia. But if Parmesan Belgrade can come away with this with a 6-1, it's not as bad as it looked when it was going on 7-8-0, and they'll be happy to get it over. As once again, John, fantastic goalkeeping here. And you have to say, looking at two goalkeepers, Wayne has had the easier time in this match. As Jordan gets past Ben as we enter the last few moments. Ball wide to Ryan. Save from John there. Scott looks to play it out. Plays it to Ben. Ben coming forward. It looks like the match is pretty much done there. Referee takes a look, blows the whistle, and it's 6-1 to Scrandinavia. Game 2 in round 2 on pitch 2 sees O.B City versus Flaberdeen. Both these teams walked away as title winners of our 2 Shield titles last season. O.B City in the black shooting left to right, Flaberdeen in blue shooting right to left. Flaberdeen obviously the league title winners, but O.B City winning our team weight loss shield last season. So this should be an interesting matchup early on in this season, as O.B City are the first to try and get the goal, but the save there denies them. And Flaberdeen on the attack there is denied by the O.B City defence. Burnley coming forward, almost dispossessed there, but he does get the back heel through to his teammate there, and the shot in the goal, and Goggs there registering a goal in the opening week as he starts to go on the offensive to try and claim the MVP title for a 3rd season in a row. Lovely little back here there from Burnley, manages to find the O.B City top goal scorer for the last few seasons and the league top goal scorer as well. And it's the opening goal for O.B City. And once again, they're on the attack again as they play it out to Burnley. Can Burnley slot this away? Great save there from the goalkeeper for Flaberdeen there as Beans looks to come forward. Beans playing it through to Paul. Paul now tries to get the shot, but Luke matching the goalkeeping skills there by denying Paul a chance to get an early equaliser as O.B City go on the attack here, but it's intercepted. Beans with a shot and Luke down early to make the save. The ball played out to Burnley. Burnley trying to play it there. He's got Danzo on there, but it's been intercepted by Beans, and it's the equaliser there for Flaberdeen, and you have to admit that was caused by O.B City's defensive risky play there as Burnley looked to play that ball across the box there. Beans ready under pressure from Danzo there from Flaberdeen, forced to play it, or it chose, depends which either way you want to look at it, and it is 1-1 in this game. No way of interpreting it in any different way. It's the equalising goal, 1-1. Flaberdeen looking to come forward as they play into the middle to Beans. Beans tries to look for Danzo. Danzo now through and goal, and he does hit the back of the net. The big player for Flaberdeen there, finding the back of the net on the opening week. It's a lovely little ball through. He's in a great position, takes that well to take it away from Stephen there for OB. Get himself into a position where he can slow it past Luke. And Flaberdeen have quickly turned this game around to put them 2-1 in the lead now, as OB City look to come flying out of the traps and try to get back into level pegging of this game. Flaberdeen on the attack, and the rebound there not quite picked up there from Flaberdeen as Danzo gets it away there. Now we're up into the Flaberdeen half as OB City look to come forward. Burnley there on the turn, and the hit, it's blocked there, and once again it is cleared away. Sorry, that's Matthew, not Burnley there, looking to get the ball away now. Nathan, who is winning the chopper number 1 as a testimony to the chopper. And the shot there from Terry. As I was talking about Nathan's shot there, Terry comes forward with a fantastic top corner finish there. Terry back in the league after missing a couple of seasons, transferred into Flaberdeen, and what a fantastic finish there. Luke stuck to the point of just looking at the ball, hitting the back of the net. Disbelief that he's managed to find that net from distance, and it's 3-1 in this match as Flaberdeen picked up the ball early. Luke denying the shot there, and Luke then looking to try and get on to the end of that ball to deny Flaberdeen another opportunity. Willie now with the ball in defence, looks to play it across, and there's a little bit of a smash in the defence, and the ball is bouncing around, and it just goes over the back of the goals there. Looked like that might have been destined into the corner. As we look here, when I looked at it, it's a clearance that bounces off the O.B City player, and that could have easily gone into the back of it as it looped over. Look cool as you like. Just watching that go over the net there. Initially, I thought that might have headed in the back of the net, but not quite. Craig there for Flaberdeen with the shot, but Luke down low to save it there. Flaberdeen now playing out of defence with Terry. Will he shoot again from distance? No, decides to play in Beans, and Beans with a shot, and it's just pushed onto the bar by the goalkeeper, and that keeps it at 3-1. Flaberdeen looking deadly every time they look forward. O.B City are really going to have to find a way to try and penetrate through the Flaberdeen midfield and defence as they come forward with the shot, and it's in there from Nathan. Brilliant goal there, running on through, managed to get past Terry, uses his pace there as he goes into the corner, and then shoots a really tight angle, manages to get it as far into the corner as possible, so it uses the post to put it in. 3-2 now to Flaberdeen. O.B City back into this match, and they've picked the ball up straight away, but Danzo manages to win it back and remove any danger there. O.B City back up into the Flaberdeen half in front of the goal as Terry comes across to try and defend, and the goalkeeper makes the save there, and that keeps the score at 3-2 to Flaberdeen. All the action is happening now in this game as Flaberdeen come forward. Paul collecting the ball, plays it into the middle to Terry. Terry now to Danzo. Danzo back across. Can there be a finish here? Yes, there is, and it's Barry there with the goal for Flaberdeen. Brilliant one-touch play here from Flaberdeen. Paul to Terry, Terry to Danzo, Danzo across ball there, Baz then taking the touch and then slotting the back of the net. That's a fantastic team goal there, probably arguably maybe one of the best team goals we have seen at Fat Fives on camera. One touch pass in there, 4-2 to Flaberdeen. They're making a real statement as they come back into the season, as they go to try and defend their league title. As Flaberdeen, they are denying O.B City an opportunity to try and get back into this game, and they're on the attack now. Flaberdeen looks to play the ball across. Luke with the save there, and Goggs picks up that ball for O.B City. Stephen now on the far side with the ball, looking to try and find Goggs. Goggs has got it, gets it out to Burnley. Burnley now with a shot, and it's just off the crossbar. That's actually a lot tighter than it probably looked on first viewing, and Burnley's gutted thinking that he got the ball there as Matthew comes in on target there, and Matthew does hit the target this time. That's a great pass there outside the foot. Matthew, fantastic position. Flaberdeen have no ideas there. Tight angle, slots it in. He'll be proud of that goal. That's a brilliant counter-attacking goal. But the question now is, with that, will O.B City have enough time here to possibly go for the equaliser, or will Flaberdeen hang on? As we get into the last piece of action for this match, Flaberdeen coming back to defend. Craig, they're looking to pick up, plays it through to the goalkeeper. You'd imagine that should be it there. The referee's going to blow the whistle any moment now. 4-3 to Flaberdeen. The last game of the second round that we have for you this week sees Bayern Bru versus Rapid Viennetta. Bayern Bru in purple, shooting from left to right. Rapid Viennetta in orange, shooting right to left. Bayern Bru had no team changes over the break there, so all their players are still original players, where Rapid Viennetta have had a few new additions adding into their team. You see Gilly there near the camera, who last season transferred from Parmesan Belgrade to Rapid Viennetta. As Rapid Viennetta have the ball, looking to come forward there, and the shot there right in the bottom corner from Jack, one of the players who joined them last season. Brilliant start to the season there. A lovely back heel that's played through to him, and the on-rushing Rapid player there into the bottom corner, and Bayern Bru just look on in a bit of shock that that's managed to land into the back of the net. But it's 1-0 early on to Rapid Viennetta, who last season spent a significant amount of time at the bottom of the league looking to change up their fortunes. As Gilly comes forward, Gilly against Roscoe, and Gilly gets it in the back of the net there, and it's 2-0 early on here to Rapid Viennetta. Gilly picking up the ball in the midfield, not much danger there, but a bit of turn and pace, but the brilliant left foot shot there as it just rolls away from the foot of the goalkeeper for Bayern Bru. 2-0 Rapid Viennetta, rapidly taking a lead into this match as Bayern Bru trying to work out how they're going to get away back into this game after being hit so hard earlier on. Ash there with the accidental handball, you can see their back heel there from Gilly. Hand comes up, Ash trying to say that it's innocent, clearly was innocent there, and from the resulting free kick, Rapid almost getting a third there as it bounced off the post and it gets cleared away there. Fantastic start here from Rapid Viennetta as Bayern Bru look to go through. The ball is in the back of the net, however, it has been deemed as in the box. And you can see there the stretch as that ball's in the box. It actually bounces off of James in goals and then hits off of the Bayern Bru player for going the back of the net. And the referee correctly ruling out that goal, seeing it going across the line as Bayern Bru come forward once again. And the shot there, and it does go in the back of the net from Craig, and it is outside the box, therefore it is a valid goal this time. It looked like he was going to play the pass there, but decided to turn round Gilly there with the chop and sticks it in the back of the net. And Rapid Viennetta have conceded in this match, making the score 2-1 to them. Still in the lead, still have a 1-goal lead, but Bayern Bru now have the opportunity to try and get back into this game now that they've managed to find that goal in this match. Rapid Viennetta with the ball in their half. Referee there ready with the whistle in case there wasn't much room to get out there. The ball reaches Taylor, and Taylor there with a fantastic finish. Taylor smashes that ball off inside the post. The man who has always found himself searching for a goal is off the mark in the first week of fixtures. What a finish from open play there. A man who has just improved season after season. Much loved figure here at Fat Fives Football. Brilliant to see him on the score sheet, and his team will be elated as it's 2-2 now in this match. But the ball has been lost as Rapid Viennetta looks to come through. Rapid Viennetta with the opportunity as Cal tries to get it there, and it is being deemed as in the box there by Cal. You can see there it's a bit tight there, but the foot just over the line there with the shot, and the referee correctly flagging that and giving the free kick to Bayern Bru as Taylor. Brilliant interception there to Roscoe. Roscoe plays the ball and it is saved there. Looks like that would have been another goal for Bayern Bru, but is denied there as Rapid look to come forward. Gilly now. Gilly breaking through on goals with the shot and just high over the crossbar there. That keeps the score at 2-2. Bayern Bru on the break here with Roscoe. Roscoe cutting in there. Roscoe through. Roscoe shoots. Roscoe scores. It's 3-2. Bayern Bru have turned this game completely around on its head. 3-2 to the lads in purple there. James getting down low, just not quite getting an arm outstretched enough to knock that ball wide. And Rapid Viennetta looking to try and get themselves back into this game after having a 2-goal lead. Now find themselves 3-2 behind. Ball played up to Rapid though. They have space on the opposite side of the pitch. Play through to Gilly. Brilliant pass there. Gilly cuts in and then takes the shot. And that's the equalising goal there from Rapid Viennetta. That's a fantastic pass there to find Gilly on the opposite side of the pitch. And some great play there to cut inside past Taylor and then slot the ball away there from Gilly. 3-3 in this match. It has been an action-packed game for both these teams as they look to come forward once again. Both teams thinking that they can get the winner here as they look to come forward, and the save there denying Jack from another goal in this game. Roscoe now for Bayern Bru in his own half, looking to try and find a little bit of space as he rolls it back, switches the ball across, and now there's pressure on the other side of the pitch with Bayern Bru losing out. Rapid Viennetta coming forward. Can they find a player? The save there from the goalkeeper as the shot came from the opposite side of the pitch. Bayern Bru looking to get up and going once again as the goalkeeper tries to play it out, but it's been deflected, and the save there, not a repeat of what happened in the previous game with a bad pass out from the goalkeeper. This time he manages to save and keep his blushes there as Roscoe is accidentally caught there by Niall. As you can see there, good sportsmanship. Now coming over and making sure Roscoe's okay there. A little bit of accident there, just the trailing foot just catches him there, and it's a bit of a sore one, but he will survive. Ball goes high up in the air, comes off the wall, and Gilly now collects for Rapid as Bayern looking to try and get back and defend. They're in a 3v2 situation. Gilly with a shot. Brilliant save from the goalkeeper there to deny Gilly. It looked like there was going to be an advantage there to Rapid Viennetta, but they are unable to capitalise on the situation as we enter into the final bit of play. Rapid Viennetta coming forward, collected by the goalkeeper, and surely that will be at the end of the match. It will be 3-3 with the points shared between the two teams. And into the last round of fixtures sees Flaberdeen versus Fatburn Rovers. Flaberdeen in blue, shooting left to right. Fatburn Rovers in green, right to left. Once again, just to remind you, we normally will be showing 12 games, but unfortunately due to a technical issue on our pitch 4, we're not unable to show games highlights there. Flaberdeen coming forward, straight through on goal as Craig takes a shot, and Craig early on in this game gets Flaberdeen in the lead once again. Great ball from Barry to find Beans, and then Beans there sees Craig in space. Craig got time there, waits for Jason to commit, and then just hits it over the top of Jason to find the opening goal for Flaberdeen in this match. Fatburn Rovers looking to get things kicked off again as they try to find the equaliser early on in this game. Flaberdeen in the defensive position just now in their own half, looking to come forward as Craig finds Beans. Beans then looking to see what options are. Great pass through though as the shot there is saved by Jason. There's a bit of a claim of something. I think they're trying to claim that the player has went through the box there. The foot is up, it doesn't make contact with the ball, doesn't actually seem to affect any of the play there. You can understand why the Flaberdeen players are asking for it. It'd be highly hard to give that as an actual penalty, considering that it didn't have any contact with the ball and the ball being played afterwards. But Fatburn Rovers probably can count themselves a little bit lucky on that. Another day, another referee may have gave it, but we can see why it wasn't given there. Fatburn Rovers now on the counter finds Terry. Terry in front of goals. Terry takes the shot, and it is saved and cleared there from Flaberdeen. And it goes up the other end of the pitch there. I think the referee swatting away a little bit of flies as they found other Terry for Flaberdeen. And Terry for Flaberdeen sticks it in the back of the net. And that makes it 2-0 to Flaberdeen in this match. Great ball played across to Terry. Terry got time there and he puts it in the back of the net and gives Flaberdeen their second goal. Fatburn Rovers once again find themselves kicking off and trying to get themselves back into this game, being 2 goals behind. Early chance there from Fatburn Rovers, but the ball just goes wide of the goal there. Fatburn Rovers now coming through, but Flaberdeen showing good defence as Danzel plays it forward to Barry. Barry with a shot, and Barry sticks it into the tightest of top corners there. Great ball through to find Barry in space there. Great touch by him to bring it under control. And you can see Jason there moving across to try and cover his near post there. Barry shoots it high into the goal. Really tiny spot there. Fantastic finish from Barry. 3-0 Flaberdeen, and the defending champions are looking exceptionally good on this form as Danzo comes across and intercepts that pass as now Fatburn Rovers try to get forward. The ball's bouncing about. It's a 3v2 situation, but the goalkeeper there for Flaberdeen getting a touch on it. Now Beans has picked it up and the interception. He's coming forward with Flaberdeen. Can they get another goal out of this? Beans coming forward. Beans with a shot. Jason down low with a save, but Flaberdeen still have it on the second ball, and the shot there saved once again and cleared away by Fatburn Rovers. Fatburn Rovers are living a charmed life just now, but they're coming forward now with Paddy. Paddy then plays it through to Cal, and it is saved there from Flaberdeen. Currently in the corner just now, and unfortunately due to the coverage of our cameras we cannot get all the footage into the corner, but it comes out and it is cleared away. Fatburn Rovers once again on the attack, and a lovely ball over the top. Can they finish off here? Another great save from the goalkeeper there in Flaberdeen, and it remains as 3-0 here. Big credit to the Flaberdeen goalkeeper keeping this. But Beans has got the ball. He's through 1-on-1. Can he finish? Oh, and Jason there, fantastic legs coming out there and makes the save. Fatburn Rovers looking still to try and get forward, but it's Flaberdeen on the attack once again. Craig all the way through to Paul, and Paul cannot get a foot from that pass across goal. Fatburn Rovers now finally got the ball under control, but they've actually lost it again in their own half. Craig now, and Jason bailing out his defenders there, down low with the save, and that keeps it at 3-0. Fatburn Rovers coming forward once again, losing the ball. Their ball control in this match has been poor, you have to say, as Teddy comes forward for Flaberdeen. Jason with the save, and the ball rolls out towards the edge of the box, but he's up and quick and hands on it. Parry now with the ball, great turn and a shot that's bounced off the post, and the second opportunity though, it's Callum that gets it into the back of the net. Apologies, not Paddy, it's Callum, one of the other commissioner players. Bounced off there, a huge slice of luck for him there as the ball comes all the way out to him after hitting off the post initially, and then the follow-up then puts it in the back of the net. 3-1 now to Flaberdeen. Fatburn Rovers finally have their goal in this match that they have been on the charge for the majority of it. Finally been able to get one gone past the Flaberdeen goalkeeper. As Flaberdeen coming forward now with Beans. Beans looks to play it across the goal to Paul, and Paul puts it in the back of the net. And for a few moments there, Fatburn Rovers had got themselves into the game, were feeling good, had an opportunity to come back, and Flaberdeen have just absolutely extinguished that opportunity there. Lovely pass from Beans, and Paul there at the back post. Great calm finish there, the inside of the foot, making it 4-1. And the captain Paul there showing his team to keep going and keep pushing and not to get lazy with their lead. 3-goal lead now back in play as Fatburn Rovers look to come forward, but Terry is there at the back post to clean up for Flaberdeen there. Flaberdeen coming forward now, but Paddy this time picking up the ball on the wide, looks to cut in, finds Callum with the shot, and just wide there from Callum. The second shot and the save there from the goalkeeper. Paddy headering it to Callum, and then Beans with an unorthodox clearance there has found Barry. Barry now through and goal. Oh, and Barry with a finish there, and what a fantastic combination of play there. The unorthodox clearance there from Beans, almost a kung fu kick you'd have to say, but the control there from Barry, bring the ball in as he runs in, slots it in the back of the net, and that's just brilliant there. You can see here Beans as he sees Barry going through the celebrations from him from his clearance. And you've got to give it to the man for celebrating that pass. Unbelievable stuff there from Flaberdeen. Looked like just an absolute route one clearance, but between Beans and Barry, they turned it into an opportunity and got the goal out of it. And again, Flaberdeen, fantastic midfield and defensive work here. They've won the ball, they've broken up the field now. 3v2, Paul to Terry, Terry to Paul, and Paul's shot is saved there by Jason. There's Barry back to Terry. Terry with the shot just wide, and Paul will get that in the corner. This has been an onslaught from Flaberdeen in this game against a very strong Fatburn Rovers team. Unbelievable stuff. As the ball goes long, finds the Fatburn Rovers up there, but the goalkeeper for Flaberdeen's out and quick as the ball quickly comes out to Paul. Paul now coming forward. Can Paul find a player or will he shoot himself? He takes the shot, and Jason makes the save there. Could have argued the pass might have been the option, but he finds Barry now. Barry now with the shot, and Jason's down and low, and those feet are out and make the very crucial block there to deny it. Mitchell there for the shot from Fatburn Rovers, but it's bounced off the wall. Now Beans is picked up. Now Beans with Barry, and now they're going forward once again. And there is an opportunity again. Takes the shot, saved there from Jason, and the ball goes wide. I think Jason there just got the ball in a little bit of a sensitive area, and the referee blew with the goalkeeper being down. Entering the last bits of play as Fatburn Rovers come forward, and they do find a second goal through Callum, the commissioner player there. The ball bobbing around. First shot hitting off the board, comes back into feet. Very kind of similar to what happened last time. Second ball coming into play, and then taking the advantage of the second ball there, and manages to get the goal. And the referee blows for full time here. 5-2 to Flaberdeen is the final score. Penultimate highlights for this week 1 highlights reel sees Ivory Toast versus Scrandinavia. Ivory Toast playing in yellow, shooting left to right, and Scrandinavia in red, right to left. Scrandinavia, reminder, with a number of commissioner players available in their team this week, as an early chance there just wide as a combination of Chris and Graham commissioner players there connecting on the pitch but unable to convert. Ivory Toast have one commissioner player for them this week, which is Zach in goals, as you can see there on the footage. Other than that, it's their core team here looking to kick on this season to try and get some early successes. Matthew for Scandinavia coming through, still has the ball and gets the shot away and puts it past Zach in goals there. Brilliant finish there from Matthew to give an early lead to Scandinavia in this match. Matthew there running through, looked like he was going to lose the ball as he came into contact with the Ivory Toast player there, but manages to stay strong, gets a little bit of luck with the ball rolling through, takes advantage of it and gives his team the lead 1-0. And Scandinavia now on the defence trying to turn it into attack as the ball's through to Jordan. Jordan now with a shot, but Zach gets down for Ivory Toast there and makes the save. Ivory looking to play from the back now. Chucky, ball in his own half, comes forward, looks to get past Chris from Scandinavia, does, keeps going there. And what a finish! I can't even describe Adam coming across to make the play there. Chucky, what a brilliant run from the lad here. Has Chris coming in, closing him down, and manages to keep going. Matthew steps off, then Adam comes across to make a last ditch block and slots it past Wayne and goals. Complete solo effort here from Chucky from one end of the pitch to the other, and it's 1-1 in this match, and that's a brilliant equalising goal from Chucky and for Ivory Toast in this game. Some brilliant football we've been seeing here in the opening week of the new season. As Ivory Toast come forward with Faustine, their new signing, but the ball is saved there and they are denied a second goal. Scrandinavia coming forward, Jordan plays it through there to Adam, but Adam cannot get a clean back heel on it, but the ball is loose. Zach unable to get some hands on it, and then eventually gets down low for the second opportunity and takes claim of the ball. Ball is now switched ends here. It's Faustine back post as an opportunity. Fantastic tackle there from Chris to deny Faustine an opportunity as Neil's shot is blocked and goes away. That was a decisive tackle there from Chris. Otherwise, Faustine would have had a shot on goal once again. Zach with the save from Jordan there as he makes the darting run across the pitch and is denied. Wayne now with the ball looking to play it out. Neil intercepts for Ivory Toast there, and the shot there, Wayne getting the block on it, and Matthew sees it back to his goalkeeper. All action being happening on either end of the pitches here as both teams had chances as Liam looks to go forward. Chucky now has the ball, looks to play it back to Liam. Liam now short angle, and it is saved there by Wayne. In the corner now with the ball, and the ball's going to come out any second now as it does with Liam, all the way through to Neil. Neil then from distance takes a shot. Oh, and it's a brilliant finish there from Neil. Makes it all the way through a ruckus of bodies there. I think it blocks the view of Wayne there. As you can see, Neil collects it here, takes a touch, takes another touch there, and just shoots forward, and it just goes into the bottom corner. And that's Ivory Toast now into the lead with the score being 2-1 after that goal from Neil. Scrandinavia finding themselves having to kick off again and trying to get themselves on the attack once again to find an equalising goal. Scrandinavia with the ball in their half. They've lost it. Chucky now picks up for Ivory Toast. Chucky cutting in, but then runs into Wayne there as Chris comes forward for Scrandinavia. Good ball through. Takes a shot. Oh, and that's a brilliant finish on the break there from Chris. Collects that ball just in front of his own goal there and managed to get past Buther there. Pushing forward with a bit of the pace as Faustine then coming across, but takes the early shot, curls it into the bottom corner past Zach, and he'll be delighted with that goal, as will Scrandinavia, as it brings the score to 2-2 between these teams. Ivory Toast here getting back into the game as quickly as possible by pushing forward. Faustine with the ball in the corner there. Has two players against him. He's through. Takes a shot. Oh, brilliant finish there from Faustine. An early reply back into the goal that they had conceded there from Scrandinavia. Two players trying to keep him into the corner. Manages to get past both slots, and you can see the celebration there. You can see the emotion there from him getting past those two players. And this is his debut week with Ivory Toast, just joining them just before the start of the season, and he's delighted to have that impact straight away. Scrandinavia looking to try and come back into this match as Faustine intercepted once again the shot there, and it is blocked by Wayne in goals. Scrandinavia trying to find a way forward, but Ivory Toast looking strong as the ball comes forward now, and it's through, and Zach is down early, and an instinctive reaction there from Zach to push that ball away to stop that from rolling past him. Scrandinavia coming forward now. Chris winning the ball, and the shot there just goes wide as Ivory Toast look to collect it there and clean up. Zach now with the ball at his feet looking to push forward, but it is misplaced. Matthews intercepted. Now Scrandinavia have the chance to go on the counter. The ball comes forward there, and once again it goes wide with another shot there as Zach with the misplaced pass out of goals. Chris coming forward now for Scrandinavia, plays it wide once again, and this is constant threat down that opposite side of the pitch from the camera there, but once again denied. Chris looking to link up with Jordan on the pitch. Jordan now cutting in, and a brilliant shot there, but it is saved by Zach, and Neil will calmly get that back to his goalkeeper. As we enter the final bit of play here, Faustine looking to play it through, but it's been deflected. Jordan now on the break. Can they get an equaliser? The shot there bounces off of Neil, and that will be it. Ivory Toast walk away 3-2 win. What a game. Final game highlights from week 1. As I've mentioned earlier, we had a technical fault on pitch 4, so unfortunately unable to bring the games to you from there. But a final highlight match for this week, it sees O.B City versus Rapid Viennetta. O.B City in the black, Rapid Viennetta in orange, and straight away here, well, it looked like it was going to be the opening goal, but it's been chopped up as in the box, and Stephen there, you can see as his foot lands, it lands on the line, which is part of the box, and so the referee has given it as a disallowed goal after Stephen has used the box to touch the ball. It is narrow, but it looks like it's the correct decision. decision looking at the replay there. Rapid Viennetta, though, under early pressure here from O.B City, looking to try and get it out from their half as Gilly comes forward. Gilly now with the shot, and Gilly there with the goal. Bit of a solo run there, manages to hold off the players and then get the shot away just past Luke into the bottom corner there, and that gives Rapid Viennetta the early goal in this match, and O.B City will be gutted after having that early goal chopped off that they find themselves behind. As said, looked correct decision from the highlights with position of foot marginally but correct anyway. And it's still 1-0 to Rapid, but can it be 1-1? Yes, it is, as Gogs there with a brilliant run through there. Fantastic pass from Stephen, making up from his earlier disappointment there. Gets the ball through to Gogs, and Gogs with a lovely finish there as the goalkeeper comes out, finds the far edge of the goal, and it nicks in off the post. 1-1 in this match. O.B City right back into this, and it's game on in this match between these two teams. Gogs now once again running with the ball. Great pass through there, Stephen. Can he put it away? Just wide. A little bit powerful there, and just puts it wide of the post. Great play there from O.B City as Gilly. Fantastic feet there, keeping the ball under control, using the wall. And once again, great feet there. He's got two players from O.B City. He's cutting through. He's finding Cal in front of goals. I can't believe he's not finished that. That's unbelievable. Some fantastic footwork there from Gilly. Cal right in front of goals. Full credit to Luke, though, for the save for that, as a foul is given on the opposite side of the pitch. Yep, a late leg just coming in there as Gogs tries to run through. Just a little bit of an accident there, nothing malicious, and O.B City will get a free kick from there. All free kicks are indirect as Stephen almost puts the ball in the net there, but it just trickles wide there. Good play from O.B City. Still 1-1 in this game despite being action at either end as Nathan comes through now for O.B City. Tight angle but shoots just wide. Rapid Viennetta starting from their own goal, trying to play the ball forward, plays it out wide, looking for Gilly there. It looked like Willie was going to intercept, but Gilly still got it. Can Gilly finish? And Gilly with a smart finish there on the inside post, and that makes it 2-1 to Rapid Viennetta. It looked like Willie was going to get on that pass and intercept it. Gilly stood firm, and the ball did eventually land with him, and then he puts it into the back of the net. 2-1 to Rapid Viennetta in this match. They will be delighted with the way that they have started this season, putting themselves ahead against a strong O.B City in this match as well, as Burnley comes through. Burnley, lovely footwork there, but is denied by the goalkeeper, who's actually one of the commissioner players, Scott, who's playing for them this week, who's in goals currently. Ball in the corner there, unfortunately can't see the footage, but great pass out there to Lewis, and Lewis with a fantastic finish there to make it 3-1 to Rapid Viennetta. The ball in the corner, and you can see the pass that comes out there. Lewis finds it there, great touch, and then on the swivel through the legs of Willie, unfortunately for him, and Luke can't get a strong palm on the ball to push it anywhere else but just into the back of the net, and it's 3-1 Rapid Viennetta. Can O.B City quickly find a way into this match? The ball is up in the Rapid Viennetta half as Gogs takes it in. Gogs takes a shot just wide there from Gogs. Looked like that could have dropped into the top corner, but cruelly didn't, as O.B City look to come forward again. Lovely one-touch play here through to Burnley. Oh, that's a brilliant goal from O.B City there. Some fantastic passing. Gogs to Burnley. Burnley first time pass to Nathan, and then lets it run across, and on the first time hit, almost fallen to try and get the shot away, manages to stay on his feet and gets a second goal for O.B City and makes it 3-2 in this match. It has been exciting action in this game between these two teams as the ball comes across to Jack, but doesn't end up with anything there. As Rapid Viennetta are looking to play it back in the corners again. The ball in the corner there as it comes across. Willie tries to get to it. Well, that's a goal for Rapid. You can see a referee there giving the goal, but I think there was trying to be a claim of a potential penalty shout there. Possibly could have been a penalty there from the looks of it. Looks like Willie's just on the line there. However, it doesn't matter. The ball has landed back at the feet of the Rapid Viennetta player who's put it in the back of net regardless. Therefore, the game is played on and the goal has been given there. To be fair, it was only Cal who was actually making the claim there and who was behind Willie. And so the game is 4-2. As the score currently stands, O.B City up in the Viennetta half, but they cannot get any action there. And now Burnley bringing it out of him the corner right in front of goals. Can he flick it away? Good save there. Goggs tries to bring it down for Stephen, but nothing can be made of it there. Moving on to the next highlight that we have. Stephen playing the ball through Gilly there to find Burnley. Burnley with the roll back there and can't quite find Stephen, unfortunately. Can't get a foot on it, and it goes through to the goalkeeper. Rapid Viennetta clearing the ball from their backline into the corner. And again, as stated, we don't have complete 180 on these cameras, so we do lose some footage in the corner as Cal comes out. Oh, and Cal has scored for the most incredibly tight angle you can imagine there. Takes the ball out from the corner. That is barely a ball's width there between the post and Luke, and he's managed to slot it in between those two. Brilliant goal there from Cal. 5-2, Rapid Viennetta taking full control of this game, and they're in a prime position to walk away with all the points here. Stephen looking to come forward. Stephen there with the shot, and it's shot wide there, but the ball did bounce out, but nothing came of it. O.B City looking to move forward, but now it's James. James for Rapid Viennetta coming forward, tries to roll it past, plays it through. Jack there takes the shot, and it's a goal! But there's protests here going on about it. It looks like the ball is been in the box. So look at the replay here. The first touch is out of the box. The second, it's incredibly similar to what Stephen's goal that got chopped off at the very start of this game is. Now, in an unorthodox manner here, Rapid Viennetta have said that it's in the box and have refused to take the goal, and it remains 5-2 in this match. We don't allow our players to re-ref the game. However, it's been agreed upon by everybody in this match, and this goal remains 5-2 with it. Good show of sportsmanship from the team, and 5-2 is the final score for Rapid Viennetta. Looking at the final results from the week 1, as we said earlier, we had a technical issue on pitch 4, so unfortunately we weren't able to bring you the highlights from those games, and we apologise for that, but I hope you enjoyed the highlights from the other pitches. Looking at the league table, Ivory Toast sit top with 9 points, Rapid Viennetta with 7, Scrandinavia and Flaberdeen both on 6, Bayern Bru on 4, Fatburn Rovers on 6, and 6th place at O.B City, Parmesan, Belgrade both on 0, split by goal difference. Fat Fives are constantly looking for new players. Our registration window is never closed. You can find our player registration form at our website, fatfives.football. Fat Fives are delighted to offer opportunities to all local, national and international businesses to work in partnership with our sponsorship programme. Head to fatfives.football/sponsor to see our brochure. Don't forget to like and subscribe to make sure that you're notified of all the highlights for this upcoming season.